away and you've brought your soup maker on tour with you and you've got some ingredients that you need to use up, what else is there to do than to make some soup? So what soup am I going to make for lunch today? We'll take a look at the ingredients. So I've got some garlic here. That's roughly 3 cloves because some of those are small. I have a vegetable stock pot. I have herb de Provence. I've got some carrots, leek, celery, red peppers and tomatoes. Now my red peppers and tomatoes are needing using up, so I've decided to make a red pepper and tomato soup, and this has come straight from my head. I am not following any recipe other than what I know from basic soup making. So without further ado, I am going to chop my ingredients ready and make the stock up. So first and foremost, I will make the stock up. We have a measuring jug, and there's my stock pot. Let's just pop this in, and I'm putting about 500 millilitres in of stock, maybe 550. Put that over there. I've boiled the kettle already, so 500 millilitres, half a litre. So I will, about 550. I'll take it up to half a pint. No, 1 pint. Sorry. So I have boiled this in advance. We'll just put that in there. Fill that up. So while that is dissolving, I can chop up my veggies. There we go. So just have that dissolving in the jug there, as you can see. Okay. So as you will know from previous soup recipes, I tend to put in the thicker vegetables first. So I'm going to do this bit by bit and add them to the soup maker. If I can get that in shot, bear with me. There we go. Pop that there. Take the lid off. Pop that there. That will make it easier for you to see exactly what I'm doing. So I think we'll start with the celery. Make sure there's nothing on that needs taking off. So I like to slice my celery straight down the middle. If it's a very particularly big piece, I will put it in 4 sticks, but I've just split it down the middle. Now I'll chop that into pieces. Hopefully you can see this enough. The soup maker requires pieces roughly 1 centimetre squared and no bigger than 2 centimetres. So this is a good size to chop these pieces into of this particular celery stick. There we go, let's cut that up, and now we're going to pop that in the maker. And after that, I think I will do the carrots. The compost bin to the side here, so I'm just going to move that so I can peel the carrots straight into there. I brought my own peeler with me because I am very particular to this one. I've got 1.5 carrots. just because there was a broken carrot in the carrots I picked up the other day. So I just thought I'd use that piece up. So just get some extra veggies in, like the celery. All good for aiding weight loss and getting your 5 a day and helping you maintain if you have not got any weight to lose. I am still on my journey to weight loss, and as we've been away from home, I haven't been exactly 100% on plan. I have where possible, but sometimes it's not been entirely possible. So I am trying to make sure when I can that I can do everything in my power to stay on plan. So making a nice healthy 3 food speed food soup is going to aid that. It is Wednesday today, which is my normal group day to get weighed, and obviously I cannot today because I'm not at home and I just don't have any chance to get to a group to weigh in. So I don't know if I've maintained, if I've lost, if I've gained or anything. So that's why I've decided with these veggies that I need to use up rather than waste them or try and take them home, let them deteriorate, anything like that. I would use them up and make myself a nice healthy soup for lunch. Hubby, I sent him a message because he's not actually here right now, and I've told him I am doing this, so hopefully he will join me and hopefully we will both like this as I am making it up as I go with what I have available. But I haven't had a soup go wrong yet with this process. So let's see how we go. Do excuse my wittering. As you know, this is a relatively new channel. I'm still finding my feet and being myself. And I think being myself is important rather than scripting anything. I think this makes me personable, hopefully, and it gives you an insight as to me as a person rather than somebody that plans everything. I thought I would actually show you me chopping the vegetables and talking to you rather than my pre-prepped veggies that I tend to have done on previous videos. And some of these pieces are a little bit big, so I'm just going to cut those a little smaller because of the large end of the carrot. I don't want to cause my soup maker to be struggling. Shouldn't, but I just want to be sure. There we go, so that's the carrot all chopped, and I'll pop that in the soup maker now. There we go, in she goes. I think next we will go with the leek. Take off the outer layer of this leek, as these leeks have been a bit muddy in the first layer, so we'll take that off and give it a quick rinse under the tap, just to make sure everything is gone. There we go. the end off. Still a little bit on there. Trapped in. Let's get that up there. That's it. Right, so again, like I do with the celery, I chop this down the middle, but leave the root end on because it's easier to cut down. Well, this is what I find anyway. So actually, I'm going to chop this all the way and then chop it in 2 halves, so it's in quarters and smaller pieces. I will leave the root end on here. Knife is not quite as sharp as my ones at home, but it's sharp enough. And this will give me nice sized pieces of leek to go in. So to do extra chopping, I can just split it down the middle. Give a nice flavour. As you know, if you've watched my previous content, I do not use onions because I have no tolerance. I do give leeks a go because they are a delightful flavour, and many of my friends and family, when they have eaten with us, enjoy the flavour, not really knowing if I've used onion or not. And when they ask me for recipes or what's in something, and I tell them it's got leek in, and they go, no onions, and I just say, no, I don't use onion. So, if you don't use leek, give it a go. That's all chopped. We'll pop that in the soup maker. There she goes. Hoping I don't make this video excessively long. Don't want to bore you with an overly long vlog. There she goes. And that goes. So next I will do my peppers. So I don't just chop the head off and then tip the seeds out. I kind of slice down the sides so it's easier to get the seeds out. So I take little portions off like this, and then I'll cut those up. The last bit, and then I'll take the piece on the bottom. Missed a tiny bit of the side, so I will get that off as well without disturbing those seeds. There we go. So now all the seeds are left on the core, so we can get rid of that into my compost. I will chop this up nice and small. See me chopping in real time and know on my previous videos why I generally prepped up first. I've got 2 peppers to do. Might only do the one though. I want to make it too peppery and too tomatoey. This is a big pepper. So we'll see how it goes on the soup maker levels. fill it up with this first pepper. Just do some tomatoes and then come back to the other pepper if it needs it. Normally listen to some kind of music at home. That's why I like to add background music to my vlogs. It just gives it that nice ambience. So you cannot play artists' music. It's not a dumb thing, is it? Don't want to break any licensing laws. It just gets me talking, being myself. Nearly cut the whole pepper up now. Just 2 more pieces. Very good sized pepper. See how the level is doing inside my soup maker when I've added this. Made 3 soups since I've been away. You will have seen one, which was the mushroom soup that I posted. The other one, the soup maker went more on tour because I took it to my dad's and made him some soup like my very first video because he really wanted some. So I made him a batch at his house, which I did not record. I don't want to bore you with too many soups, but if I do a new soup, I want to share my recipe with you. There we go, Pepper, in you go to the soup maker. Let's see how the level is doing. I realise there's a piece that's too big. Not sure how that escaped me. Bump from the bottom. I've got some room, so I'm going to put some tomatoes in first and see where that takes us to on the levels, and then I might come back to the other pepper. I'm not really sure how to make these, so I think I'll do them into 16ths. Two different types of tomato here, because I've got some that are on the vine, some from a bag. So I want to give a nice mix of flavours. Obviously they're fresh tomatoes rather than tinned. So I hope this does give a nice flavour alongside the red pepper. Sharper, but we will go with it. So we've got the garlic to peel and crush. I did obviously wash my hands before I started filming or doing the veggies. Washing your hands when you're cooking is always important if you're switching between meats and fishes and veggies. You should wash your hands regularly between foods. As I'm just doing veggies, I can just do it at once and then cross contamination here. Obviously didn't carry a knife away with me. Just use the tools that are available. I'm going to do half this bag and then do my vine tomatoes. Do a bit of moving of things about in this kitchen out of the way, just to make filming this vlog as clean as possible with the limited space. I think it's working okay though. Doesn't look good, let's get rid of that one. As I said, these are veggies that need using up, so that bag was not very nice. I got rid of it. Don't like food waste, as you know, if you've been following for a while. If you're new, welcome. Do give me a subscribe. Give me a like to my video. Feel free to comment. Nice to have anybody watching my videos and joining my journey with me. Not only staying healthy, but my videos themselves. These are the vines. So the vine itself is compostable, so we'll put that in there too. Put that away for now. Chop these few up and then we'll add them to soup maker. I haven't got a name for my soup maker. I feel she's called Sheila. Don't know why. Just feel a good name. What do you think? Good name? I think we may just have enough. Need the extra tomatoes or the extra pepper. And what I will do is crush my garlics off camera, so as not to drive you crazy with that. So you've been very patiently watching me cut the other ingredients. I'll do everything else other than the garlic on screen. There we go, that's all my tomatoes. Let's pop those in. See how the level is doing. Then I will do my garlic off screen. If it does need the extra pepper and tomatoes, I will do those off screen. But let's just see how that's done so far. Yeah, we'll come back in a minute when I do some more pepper and some more tomatoes. So I have cut up the rest of the tomatoes and prepped the garlic and popped that in top. There we go. It's not up to the max line yet, so that is good. I'm now going to add my herbs de Provence. I've taken the lid off ready. So I'm just going to get my half teaspoon measure because that fits in the pot. And I am going to add these. I'm going to add a teaspoon in total, so that's 2 half teaspoons. There we go. Let's pop the lid back on so I don't knock those herbs over. There we go, pop that out the way. Now my stock has dissolved. There we go, beautiful. I'm going to add that into the soup maker now. Let's try and get that more focused. There we go. And here we go. All of that lovely in there. Perfectly filled. So now I'm going to give that a mix around. Remember, we've got leek, we've got celery, we've got some carrot, we've got red pepper and tomato, which will be the main flavours of the soup. Everything else is to add to the texture and a little bit extra to the flavour, but the predominant flavour is red pepper and tomato. So giving that a nice mix in. There we go. Now we're going to add the lid and turn this on. And I will bring you back once it is cooked and show you the result. Let me just make sure it's switched on at the wall. There we go. And let's get the lid. There we go. There we go. On she goes. There we go. There we are. And she's on, ready to go. As you may have watched in previous videos of mine, I like a cream soup. So let's set her off. And away she goes. Listen to that. And 23 minutes has passed and the soup is almost complete. It's in the blending process, as you can hear. So a smooth soup is soon to be dished up. When I have, I will show you how it's come out and give you my review of how it tastes. So the soup is now ready. I'll show you that in a minute, but I'm just going to taste it first and let you know how it's came out. It looks delightfully the right colour for red pepper and tomato soup. I think I've got the balance of the herbs de Provence that I put in perfectly. It's lovely. It's a really nice soup. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. And I think the right amount of everything is actually inside. It doesn't taste too tomatoey, too peppery. It's just nicely balanced. I'm having it with a slice of the Jason sourdough again for my healthy extra. And I am going to ask my husband what he thinks of the soup, whether he agrees with me, if he thinks it needs something extra, or if he doesn't like it at all. So here is the colour of the soup. Beautiful colour. And let's see what the hubby thinks.
Hello. Yeah, it's actually really nice. Considering you didn't follow a recipe, it's quite incredible. It's got a kind of almost cream of tomato feel and flavour to it. Yeah, I really like it. I mean, I like all your soups, so this one is no different insofar as I like it, but obviously the flavour is different to the others that you've done. Yeah, sort of a cream of tomatoey type flavour, but with, as you say, the herbs de Provence. Peppers definitely coming through there. Yeah, I love it. Not sure what else I can say.